Good morning, good afternoon, good day, greetings. We have a very special guest today. Her name is Mia Moon. Mia Moon is a holistic healing star who's all about transformation. Mia Moon founded Mia Moon Creations in Severna Park, Maryland, sparking her spiritual journey in 2017. With Reiki, sound healing, and shamanic practices. After facing an autoimmune disease, she's turning her passion into a mission, guiding folks to wellness through energy, healing, mindfulness, and lunar wisdom. From healing to meditations to workshops, Mia's creating a nurturing space for breakthroughs. Welcome to the show, Mia Moon.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. I'm so happy to be here. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm smiling now.
Yes, it is so delicious.
Yeah.
I know, Mia, actually, we do sunrise yoga for a few years, Tuesdays and Thursdays down at the dock and watch beautiful sunrises. And she's also a photographer. And her pictures are usually better than mine. Now and then I go, oh, can you send me that one? It's so gorgeous. It just captures the moment. So, Miss Mia, your spiritual path kicked off in 2017. What sparked that awakening in you?
Whew, yeah. Oh gosh, that was so long ago. I think I read about like the third eye and a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, and I just was asking, what if, what is my purpose? And through learning how to astral travel and meditation, it kind of opened a door. And of course, when you're on that spiral, that journey, you want to get all the books from Barnes and Noble or Amazon. And so I read about numerology and astrology, and Reiki came up a couple times, but I just kind of, read it and I was like, whatever, that's not real. And then a good friend of mine told me about a Reiki practitioner just because I wasn't grounded. All of these gifts and intuition started to come up, and it was a little bit of a dark time for me. And so she was like, I know someone in Annapolis, and I had a couple sessions and I was like, I want to learn this. And so my intention was never to start a business. I just wanted to learn Reiki for myself. But in 2021, I started my business, but my Reiki training started in 2019 and learned levels 1 and 2, and then the master level, and then the teaching level. So it just kind of grew after that. And with my business, so it's been pretty amazing. And I just said, I'm ready to be my own boss. And so my Taurus sun, I was just like, I'm ready to be my own boss. And yeah, that's what happened.
So beautiful. Reiki, sound healing, shamanic, how do you say?
Shamanic.
Yeah. So what's the magic behind these for you?
So with Reiki, I learned the Japanese style from Dr. Mikao Yusi. He refounded it in the early 1900s. And so there's different kanjis or symbols that each symbol has a different vibration and intention. So there's one for grounding and for protection, helping you stand in your power. That one reminds me of the earth. And then there's another one that's all about harmony, balance, the moon energy, water and yin. And the other one is a distant symbol where I can send Reiki to my past, my client's past, as well as I can send distant Reiki to them. So I've dealt with clients that live in Costa Rica or the UK, and it works just as well. And and I teach Reiki as well, all levels. So for Reiki, for me, it's just kind of it was the introduction to energy healing. And so it's pretty powerful. And I use Reiki, everything, everywhere. I use it on my pet tortoise, and she's like, what are you doing? Because pets are intuitive too. So it's a great tool to just empower, heal, and transform your life. So, yes.
One of your friends is saying, great topics. Happy Wednesday.
Oh, thank you. Happy Wednesday.
Can we go into your autoimmune disease? You want to tell us a little about that and how that shaped you diving into holistic healing?
So it's funny. My mom recently showed me a photo with I guess I did the MS walk in 2002, and then 20 years later, I was diagnosed with MS. And so in 2022, I was just sick and feeling nauseous, and I had vertigo, Bell palsy for a few days. And I said, oh no, not with the Bell palsy, because my right face was drooping. I was like, not this face. So, I did some exercises to heal that, but the vertigo was really bad. And they thought it was MS, but they didn't know until I had my MRI done. And so then was confirmed with the lesions. And we found out that it actually ran in our family on my dad's side. My dad was like, oh yeah, it runs in our family. My mom was like, come on. But yeah, so a lot of the symptoms were heaviness. I had a lot of emotions were kind of crazy, and just feeling like, wow, I'm so young. I think I was 28 when I was diagnosed. And I was just like, this is terrible. My life just started. I just started my business 9 months ago. And I'm like, oh, I can't deal with this now. But, I changed my mindset, and I said, I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to heal from this. And that's what I said. And I tested for my black belt. When I was diagnosed, I just had my got my red senior belt, and then my black belt test was 6 months later. And people were like, no, I don't think you should test. You should take a break. I was like, nope, I'm going to test. And I passed. It was a little difficult, but I did it. And then I got my first degree belt 6 months later. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So where did that energy come from that pulled you through the toughest moment in your health?
Well, support, family and friends, as well as I'm pretty stubborn and I'm pretty resilient. And I've always had that confidence, no matter what, everything's going to be good and I'm going to get through it. So that's what kind of got me through it. And also educating. And it was a reset about, what am I eating? What am I thinking? So it just allowed me to slow down and to cut things that were just holding me back.
Grace Cavaliere says, fascinating discussion. I love you, Grace. And Tim Gillette says, hey, we love having you here. Wait till you feel the power of Mia here. She's just amazing. How's your family's holistic health legacy? Like your Piscataway roots tied into your journey? Yeah, help me out with that.
Okay, Piscataway.
Piscataway.
Yes.
Sounds delicious.
Yes. So my dad's side, they're Piscataway Indians, and they've been here in Maryland for over 10,000 years. And so I actually have just been finding out about, the powwows and the meetings. So I feel like my ancestors on that side was guiding me, because I've always kind of wanted to learn shamanism, which it's energy healing, just like Reiki, but it's more based on the earth, using herbs, people that are channeling as well as healing. And so what I've done with my research and talked to family members, that they were very tapped into the water and the earth and cycles of the moon, and community was very prominent for them, as well as the women that, women were also very powerful. And I think they were called the Mother Clan. And so it's been beautiful to learn more about that side of the family. But then my dad's side, they came from England in the 1300s and about 90 acres. And so we've sold some of it off, but they were farmers, just like my dad's side of the family, gardeners, very big on family and community. I don't know if they were healers. I'm sure they were some healers, but they definitely had that strong connection to the earth. So I think that's where I love, being outside and nature and wanting to heal. But so that's a little bit of my family history. But I also had great uncles that were into healthy, holistic healing, fasting and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, you can heal from anything. And we kind of just shrugged it off. But now it's just like, oh, they were onto something. And so it's funny how that transitions.
So beautiful. I did attend one of the I don't know if you call it a ceremony that you had last summer. I think we were outside and the moon was shining and we were all, and you played your bowls and they were beautiful. In fact, we both have our moons on today. My moon was a gift from Grace Cavalieri for protection. What does the moon mean to you, Miss Mia Moon?
The moon means to me, it represents like the divine feminine. I think it embodies creation. And it allows us, since us humans are mostly water, it really is in the embodiment of us. It's our psychic abilities, it's our creativity. And also it shows us the phases that we go through, just like the seasons. We've got the new moon, the black moon, and as it grows bigger, the first quarter, the waxing, and then the full moon and this power, and then the waning moon as it decreases in light, and then the waning gibbous. So we're always going through those rebirths and then those cycles of rest, letting go. And so it's really beautiful. And I love, my favorite moon is probably, I'm going to have to say the full moon, but the blue moon. So when two moons are in 1 month or one zodiac sign in a season. So.
Oh, hi, Kevin. Thanks for saying hi to me and I. We're happy that you're here. At the end of this, Mia's going to do some sound music for us. So hang out. It'll be like 10 minutes at the end.
Yes.
When did you first feel the healing power turning your life around?
I think I'm going to have to say 2019. And I think what happened was I saw my dog passing away. I know this is like a Marley and me. And me and this dog did not like each other. He would always bark when I was walking. And his name was Max. I called him Scooter, but he was sick. And so I would do Reiki on him, and not to heal him, but when he was going to cross over, give him some peace with that transition. And so I would always sleep downstairs with him, and I was actually with him when he crossed over. So you can use Reiki for helping spirits, animals to cross over. So that was probably the hardest. I'm about to start crying. It was the hardest thing to do, but it was beautiful at the same time. So yeah, and that was in 2020. But my sound healing started in 2022. I got a bowl from Earthbound, and I would play the bowls around my plants because I had a garden. And my dad's like, "What are you doing?" So plants were my first audience for sound healing.
Oh, what a perfect place to play in your garden.
Yes.
You say the energy healing cuts stress. What's a quick tip to calm a busy mind for our audience?
So breathing is a great thing. Being outside and allowing yourself to feel that stress. Sometimes we want to block it, but sometimes we need to feel that stress and then say, I release stress from my body, and say that over and over again. Tea, chamomile tea is a great way too, as well as being near the water. Water is so powerful. It just purifies and cleanses and relaxes us as well. But yeah, breathing can help too.
How's sound healing, like those crystal bowls, help folks with pain or sleep?
Yes. So there's different bowls that have different frequencies. So I mostly use the 432 hertz, which is the frequency of the universe. And it's a very calm, kind of soft sound. And each bowl is attuned to a chakra, which are energy wheels in our body. And they align with the C major scale. So when you start at the base of your spine, that's the root chakra. So that's Do. Sacral, below your navel, is Re. Mi is solar plexus, below your, your rib cage. Fa is the heart chakra, center of your chest. So is your throat chakra. La is your third eye. T is your crown chakra above your head. And then you go cycle back to Do at the root chakra. So you'll hear the Do, Re, Mi sometimes when I play the bowl, and the sound, it's almost like everything vibrates. So the sound goes to the place that needs healing, just like Reiki. And so let's say you have tightness in your chest. I would play the heart chakra bowl to move that energy around, to release it, and to reattune that part of your body, that chakra or area into relaxation.
Deborah says, you are fantastic. Great interview.
Thank you, Deborah.
We're having a fabulous time. Kevin was going to be at the ocean this weekend. That's where he's most calm and relaxed. It's a beautiful place to be.
Yes, and the sand is crystals too. The sand has like about hundreds of types of crystals, and so that's very grounding as well. So maybe
I have my little moon rock here. Right before we started, Mia helped me identify which one was my moon rock. It was very wonderful. What is a simple mindful trick that anyone can try to boost like focus or mood?
So this is going to be funny. Smiling and laughter. Yeah, that's it. Being that childlike energy can really boost your mood. Sometimes we get so serious and worked up, and I have to be like, Mia, relax. It's okay. And then I think about gratitude. There's so many people suffering in the world, and we always worry about some of the stupidest things in our life. And then we're like, Mia, be grateful because someone else might be suffering. And so it allows me to be, grateful and refocus myself to boost my mood, as well as what else? Sorry, I'm blanking right now.
Grace says, "Oh, I have the laughter down." Yes. And Grace says she's a believer. I'm a believer.
And I think, just
She always says it's contagious. It's true, right? Whenever you smile anywhere, the grocery store, and start laughing, people look at you and they look at a smile on their face. You lift everybody up.
Yes, and in shamanism, Native Americans or any shaman, laughter, a shaman that can joke around and have fun. That some people always think spiritual people are very serious and stuff like that, but it's through laughter and playfulness is really where you catch that magic and stuff. So people think I'm interesting because I joke around, and I'm calling Kimberly out. She met me on the phone, and she just wanted to learn about me and Reiki and possibly book a session. And she heard me just having road rage, and she was laughing, and she's like, I wanted to book with you right then and there because you were so authentic. I was just like, move over. Then I was like, well, Reiki helps you relax, stuff like that. I know Deborah is laughing right now because she knows my road rage.
Emotional balance is big. So how's the energy healing helped you with clients or release blockages or slow down that road rage?
Again, the sound, our voice is powerful. And so saying affirmations like I release this stress, I honor, my emotions and stuff like that, writing, creativity. So art, it could be gardening because gardening's very kind of allows people to reduce stress. For me, I use different symbols. Crystals is another tool to use for kind of balancing your emotions because just like the sound bowls, crystals have certain frequencies and intentions. So like amethyst, any purple crystal is great for relaxation, as well as bringing peace of mind. So if you have an amethyst crystal tonight, place it under your pillow. Yeah. And if you have some lavender essential oil, run a hot bath, that's great. Or some Epsom salt or some lavender chamomile tea.
And James is taking a few breaths time to help him.
Hey, James. Yes. Because we sometimes are so reactive to things where we want to kind of be in our yin energy, which is the feminine energy, the surrender, to take a pause before we say something. So yin and yang. So our right side is our masculine side. That's masculine energy is all about protection, taking action, moving, going. It's more logical. And it deals with our past and father energy. And then our left side deals with our feminine, the yin, the surrender, the creativity, the psychic ability, the emotions, our future, and our mother. And so sometimes we want to be able to surrender and let things flow. And then sometimes we want to take action. So we want to find the balance because we don't want to be too goal oriented. And we also don't want to just be lazy in that yin energy or up in the clouds with our intuition.
Deborah says that you taught her the power of affirmations, grounding, breathing, and the power of sound.
Yes, yes, it's been a journey, and what's great is I'm still learning too. I love to read and hear from other practitioners and just through experiences of life.
Um, so do your friends nudge you towards holistic vibes growing up, or you just because you were sick, you found it? You just always had it beeping around your childhood and you just had that power and you just kind of pulled it and all came together?
So growing up, I was always different at a young age, and I always tried to fit in, and it never really worked. And so there was a little bit of like people pleasing, and um, yeah, so the I guess the energy healing and stuff kind of came even in college. I didn't. I heard about chakras and crystals, but I was just like, that's woo woo. What is that? And my great uncles that were in the holistic of eating healthy and mindfulness, it just kind of blew over my head. But through reading in 2019 all these books, it just kind of hit me in the face. And I had a death too of a friend. And so sometimes spiritual awakenings can come through losses of, relationships, jobs, and people too. And so that was kind of my awakening to that, to my spiritual journey. And I remember at my old job, they all thought I was crazy or woo woo because I would like do their numerology and stuff like that. And talk a little bit about astrology and energy, but sometimes, they would also ask me for advice. So everyone likes to ask me for advice, but I don't take my advice to certain things. But yeah, so and then that just kind of grew, wanting to know more spiritual things and stuff like that. So yeah, I think, I've always been a helper and I always wanted to help people. But I think, kind of learning these tools of healing and shamanism, sound healing. And I was always a music, I played the violin and cello for years. So it was always there. I just didn't notice. I didn't see it.
So how's your music background woven into your family's healing influence, and we're on your journey now?
So a lot of my, especially on my mom's side, they were musicians. So I had a great uncle that was a saxophone trumpet player. A couple of them played the guitar. My mom played the violin. And so she had a violin from when she played. So my sister and I played the violin. We had the hand-me-downs, and I wanted to play the saxophone, but my mom was like, she's not gonna be happy when I say this. She's like, you have asthma. So that dream went away. So I played the violin, and I played the cello for 3 years. And I think she played the cello for 3 years. And I played through high school, and I wanted to play in college, but my college did not have a orchestra. So I did a couple semester of just private violin lessons. But whenever there was a talent show, I would play the violin. Can't believe I did that. But yeah, I would. But I haven't played it in a few months. But yeah, so I think it transitioned to the sound bowls just because I had an experience with it. I went to this practitioner. He had a meditation, and I love the Tibetan bowls a lot. And so I was just like, ooh, this is very relaxing. Maybe I should get into this. So that's what I did.
Beautiful. Healing rituals from your heritage, do you still use today any of those?
Yes, a little bit. I don't know too much about the Piscata way, but I know about my mom's side of the family. I know my great great grandpa Philip. He was just really embedded in this land, and he would just garden all day. And so I try to, like, right when garden season, just wake up, see the sunrise. And I didn't know this, but I recently found out. My grandpa told me that he always planted new things during the new moon. And like they just kind of knew, they didn't need a book. It was just always handed me down. And then I started picking up raspberries because we have raspberry gardens. And all of a sudden I was just like, oh, I want to pick raspberries. And he's like, well, my grandma actually used to make raspberry jam. So it's not more, I guess it wasn't passed down with words, but it was just, I would just start doing it. And then I would get the confirmation and stuff. So that was pretty cool. And even photography, I just found out my great grandpa, my grandma's father, loved to take videos and photos. So it just kind of comes, in the
Oh,
right time.
beautiful. So we have Mia Moon Creations. What's it like building a safe space for healing in Severna Park?
Um, it's wonderful. I mean, that spot just came out of nowhere, and it was just divinely synchronized. And I don't know, it's a great location, and people know me because of the Mia Moon creation, Mia Moon and stuff like that. And it's been an honor just to offer energy healing in that area. And, you get to still hear the Ritchie Highway traffic, but it's a little kind of like I don't want to say, what is it? It's kind of like a sacred little place where people don't know what it is, but when they enter my space, they're like, oh, this is different. Than downstairs. It's like almost in a new little dimension or portal. And so I keep the energy good up there, just so healing can happen for me and others.
I can't wait to come and visit it. Your lunar energy love. How's the moon's wisdom guided your sessions?
So I always like to look at what zodiac sign is in the moon. So today we have Taurus in for the moon. And so Taurus is all about kind of home, stability, material wealth, that beauty and love, because it's connected to Venus. And so I know with like the new moon, I know people are coming in for, okay, I want a fresh start. I might have just lost something, or I feel like I need something. I don't know why I'm here. But so sometimes people, clients that just come in for the first time, they're like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here. And it would be at a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse. And then some people come in for like the full moon, where it's just like, okay, I really want to stand in my power. I want my new moon intentions to really manifest and use that high energy of the moon to bring me, my blessings or clear something out. So it's very important that people understand the moon phases as well as where the moon is. Let's say you have a presentation, you want to come in a couple days or maybe even the day before at the moon, when the moon is in Gemini, because Gemini is all about communication. How can I share my story? How can I get my message clear? And if someone wants to do something for, like, let's say, home and security, as well as maybe legacies, they would come in for the Cancer when the moon is in Cancer, as well as the sign Cancer is connected to the moon as well. That's a ruling planet. And then Aries is all about self-expression, identity. How can I get my passions, that fire energy? And so people will come in because Reiki amplifies your intention. It also clears things out. And it's just, I don't know, it's a dive into your consciousness, as well as connecting to higher consciousness, as well as it's a time where past loved ones kind of come in and angels. It's really beautiful. And some people that, first time trying this stuff, grandmothers come in, mothers come in, fathers come in. It's really amazing. And I'm just like, really? That's great. I'm always shocked what happens.
Wow. Folks, share this out. Have any questions? Put them up. You want to know more? Put them up. Go to her website. She's on website, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, www.miamooncreations.com. Just putting it in there in case you want to sign up. Because I'm already going, oh, what day could I possibly get over there? And what can we do? Tell me more. Tell me more. What happens?
So how I prepare for a session, I get there an hour early. I play some music. I pull some oracle cards, and it's interesting because, some people are like, what's that? But these are just messages to kind of tap in to see what you could work on. I have angel decks, so the angels will give messages, and it's all for your highest good. But I always tell people, take it with a grain of salt. We have free will. And so if you get a card and you're like, this doesn't resonate, that's okay. Maybe it might resonate, in the future and stuff like that. And I think people sometimes they take those stuff too seriously, but it's just, to give you some guidance, because that's all we're asking for, is guidance. But we want to also turn into our inward guidance, which is our heart. And so I pull the cards, I sage the room. So sage is a powerful way to clear out any heaviness, as well as protection. And it just kind of shifts the energy. And then I'll do Reiki on myself, do a meditation. And then the client comes in and I ask them what's going on. What are their intentions? Most people come for stress as well as a loss, or they just feel like there's more to life. And so I show them the cards. Some of them people are like, "Oh, this is calling me out." I'm like, "I know the cards sometimes can call people out." And then they lay on the bed. I have a bunch of crystals, and I have my mesa, which you guys will see later. And so the crystals will help the Reiki energy flow more as bring healing. And so I'll do that, and then I play the sound bowls at the end, and then give them some water. I would give them candy, but every time I have chocolate, I eat the candy. So, and we just discuss how they're feeling and what to do at home. And, people see colors, they have these vibrations in their body, these sensations. Some people twitch, and some people are like, I felt like I was asleep, but I was still conscious. So they're in the in between consciousness. And it's really beautiful. And even people that have come for many sessions, every session is a different experience. And it also just opens them up, and it allows them to attract what they want outside of the studio. So it's really beautiful.
It sounds yummy. Absolutely. Heart opening Keiko ceremonies. What's the wildest breakthrough that you've seen there?
So I've had with people that, or I've attended or hosted cacao ceremonies, I've had people just like see things from the future, or just release these heavy emotions. It's like a heart opening where things that you didn't think were bothering you kind of come up, and it's allowing you to be present with that, to feel that, so you can release it. And it allows us to see things from a higher perspective instead of our victimhood. And it allows us to also bring compassion and grace and forgiveness to ourselves and others. And so I love doing cacao ceremonies and despacho ceremonies as well. It's just very healing. But it does not taste like hot chocolate, even though it's like chocolate. It's not hot chocolate. But you can sweeten it up with honey. Yeah, you can sweeten it up with honey or cayenne peppers, or I like to put rose petals. And you want to drink cacao slow. You don't want to just, take it back. And, I tell people when they're sprinkling the roses and sipping their cacao, first set that intention. Allow that intention to flow from your third eye, your mind, through your arms into your hands, and whisper your prayers into that into the cacao, and then start slowly slipping it. And so, yeah, it's like a beautiful ceremony. Us Westerners like to rush everything.
Yes, really ought to work on that.
Yes.
Yes. So if you're driving, guys, leave a little early. So you
Yes.
don't have to rush. What is your favorite workshop to lead? Mindfulness, oils, or something else?
Well, I did my first sage workshop of about 7 of us created our first sage sticks. So sage, again, or smudge sticks, is a great way to clear out our space. So everyone made 2, and there was rosemary, there was eucalyptus,
I got one
gold.
here.
Oh, yes. Good Girls Market and Studio. Shannon, she was gracious to allow me to host that there at her shop. We had like roses. I brought some crystals, and just us. It was women just kind of communicating and just expressing ourselves and being vulnerable, as well as creating these smudge sticks with the intention of clearing out our space, as well as our own personal smudge sticks, so we can clear out our energy as well. So that was my favorite. And also teaching Reiki. I actually really enjoy it. And I love when clients just kind of just get it, and it just opens them up, and it's just, again, self-empowerment for them. And I think, yeah. And lastly, a book club. I am doing this You Are a Goddess book club, and it's been transformative. I finished my first series, but now I'm doing another one. And feel, and to learn about these 9 different goddesses and how they can really help us transform our life, as well as when we know when a goddess or an energy of a goddess was within our life. Like Mother Mary, she's all about kind of emotional healing, unconditional love, that motherly love. So giving our multidimensional people. So it's beautiful.
Ooh, tell me more. What books have you read so far?
So right now I am reading It's Not Your Money by Tosha Silver. And so she's teaching me another tip about abundance. We always like abundance is all about money, but it's not that. Abundance is the trees, the birds, it's people, it's an energy and frequency. What else am I reading? Oh, Alberto, forgot his last name, but it's called Shaman, Healer, and Sage. And so I'm learning about his journey with shamanism. He has some exercises, and it's a beautiful book to read, and just about his journey of shamanism and the initiations he's had, but also the healing that has brought to him and others. It's really cool.
Yeah, I love reading. I'm
Yeah.
reading a book a week, and there's like and I have so many to read. It's amazing.
Yes.
I have to add those to my list. What's next? More Reiki training, sound healings, events, big wellness dream?
That's a good question. Well, I have my pink moon sound bath meditation tomorrow and Friday. I'm planning on doing a full moon candle making little workshop in May. And so be on the lookout for that, because next month, the moon is the flower moon for May. So, flowers are fully blooming and stuff like that. And shamanic training as well. That might be in my future. And I'm ready for outdoor sound healing. I'm ready for that. I'm ready to do it on the floating dock. I'm ready to do it out here in Arnold. And I'm just excited.
So beautiful. So tell me what this thing is tomorrow.
Oh, so tomorrow I'm doing a pink moon sound bath meditation with a despacho. So we'll be doing a despacho. It's a sacred offering to the earth. And so it comes from the Andean Peruvian shamans. And so it's kind of like art class. So we have flowers, we have animal crackers, we have gummies, different candies, we have sage, we have Palo Santo. And so, again, we are setting our intentions for blessings, our prayers, blowing those into those, the bay leaves, which are our kintus, our prayers for manifestation, for healing. And we use, cotton balls for clouds. I love using airhead extremes like the rainbow strips to represent the rainbows. And it's for also the lower, middle, and upper world. So you can burn a despacho, and burning something will help the manifestations or intentions manifest quicker, or releasing things quicker. Water is all about going with the flow. So if you want to connect with Mama Kocha, which is the mother goddess, it's about kind of surrendering and letting those intentions manifest in divine timing. And then the earth is more, the earth takes a while to manifest. I've got to stop burying despachos on the land, because my dad's like, why are there so many holes in the backyard? I'm like, just let them be there. But yeah, so we'll be doing that. So we got the sound healing despacho and Reiki. So it's tomorrow at Mia Moon Creations at 7. And then Friday, I have a sound healing meditation at Groundswell Yoga Annapolis at 7:30 to 8:45. And so that's just sound healing and Reiki. And so, yeah.
Ooh. I want to find out more about that after this. If you're around the area, you can join us. Eric will put up her website. It's on your website, yes?
Yes.
And you can sign up, and I can see you there. You can meet Mia. We have to figure out what we can do. Next, you're going to do the bowls for us. Do you want to tell us how you're going to do and how you're set up, and a little bit about the bowls and where you got them before you do that part?
Yes. So I found these bowls on Amazon, and again, the crystal bowls I used to use were from Earthbound, but I decided to buy the crystal bowls in 2023. And so I will be intuitively playing the bowls, and this is to help you guys have a peaceful sleep. So when you guys wake up tomorrow morning rejuvenated, thank you for trusting me. And the meditation is going to be a quick guided meditation. And so if you want to get comfortable, if you have some crystals around you, or if you're just sitting up, Make sure your feet are on the ground if you're sitting in a chair. And palms up for receiving, palms down for grounding. And so if you want to flip your hands, that's totally fine during the session. Just intuitively be guided. And I always ask people to just be open. And I will be channeling Reiki. So if you don't want Reiki, you can say just to yourself no and just enjoy the sound healing. But the Reiki helps really bring you back into balance, allowing you to really clear out things and to bring you peace. And so I will shortly start that beautiful sound healing meditation and just enjoy. It's almost like, for me, quickly, sound bowls, how I play them is like water. Every note is flowing like water. It reminds me of yin. So the waves ebbs and flows up and down and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just really beautiful. I wish I could experience myself playing the bowls. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just beautiful. So yeah, that's a meditation for tonight, to just bring that purple healing light. Purple is a healing color. Purple is great for relaxation and intuition. It connects to our third eye and crown chakra. And remember that amethyst crystal under your pillow tonight.
Yes, I'm not sure if I have that one. Are they purple?
Yes, they're purple.
Just checking. I have my little box. Oh, I think I do have one. I have this little box here. So this one, is this an amethyst right here?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're coming with me to bed tonight. Woohoo!
Yes, and I'm going to slowly transition, and I'm going to put this right here. Mm-mm-mm.
And here we are, walking to the sound room where she is set up with her beautiful bowls. If you want to hear her again, you can hear it on her website. I was listening to some right before we got started today, and I came in and Eric was like, is that bowl? My bowl, I have this bowl right here. It's kind of fun. It's not like her sound bowls, but. And now, Miss Mia Moon.
Okay. So I pulled a card, just an affirmation or an intention for today or for this meditation. And it says, I honor how I want to feel. And this is perfect for the full moon. And so I'll just bring this up. And this is the card.
Well, let me take a. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So take a few deep breaths, settle in. Okay.
So you have what, 5 bowls there, 6 bowls?
7 bowls. So I have the 7 chakras and the C major scale. So I'll just play it real fast. So.
Yeah. What a treat. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Call a friend, share this out. Come join Mia Moon.
So close your eyes and take a deep breath. Gently breathe in and out. And begin to imagine a soft, radiant purple light descending from above. Flowing down into the crown of your head. This light carries peace, healing, and calm. Feel it slowly move down your face, your neck and shoulders. breath, it melts tension and invites stillness. Now allow the sounds of the bowls to wash over you like gentle waves. And feel the vibrations move through your body. Your chest, your arms, your belly. Releasing anything you no longer need. And let the waves of sound and purple light reach your hips, your legs, your feet, grounding you in deep peace. Now bring your awareness back to the top of your head. As you feel this purple energy flow more and more, filling your body up. And place your right hand on your chest and your left hand on top. And set the intention to have a peaceful full sleep and to give gratitude to yourself for showing up today. Know that you are loved and you are worthy. And namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. That was so beautiful, Mia.
Thank you. I'll go back to the room.
Now, Mia Moon Creations travels, actually. So she comes to homes for parties and goes to other women's groups. Patricia, hello. So beautiful, isn't she? I hope you get to meet her when Patricia visits. She's in Canada, and she's an artist, and she plays the drums.
I have a set of drums. I have the, what's it called? The Gouda drum and a djembe. So yes, I would love to meet Patricia.
I have so many talented friends. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I don't think I've ever been in a better place in my life. And just to think that you were an unsung treasure. I've seen Mia for years and years and just evolved. I guess this was the time it was supposed to be.
Yes.
She can't wait. Yes, I can't wait either. So if you could give the gift to the world, a healing vibe, what would it be and why?
I think my gift to the world is authenticity. I think it expresses itself through meditations, through individual healing sessions. And when people meet me, they just are like bombarded with this energy of like, wow, she's powerful, but she's so herself. And I guess it inspires others to do the same. I think that's my gift and as well as, I am human too. And I think people love that authenticity that I bring. That's just like, sometimes I'm not doing well, but sometimes I'm great. But, that's the way life is. So,
yeah. So good.
Yeah. So I think that's my gift beyond the energy healing and sound healing. I know I was going to say the word, but Chipotle, all of them know me from Chipotle or Luna Tabasco or Mia Moon. So I think that's how, the authenticity is what inspires others. And that's my gift.
And it is so beautiful. So beautiful. So make sure you share this out, ladies and gentlemen. Eric's going to put up her website and her Instagram, www.miamooncreations @miamooncreations. How did you come up with your name?
So what's funny is my family and I were on the way for my sister's graduation from JMU. And I rode with my mom's best friend from elementary school, and we have the same birthday, May 1st. And so
Taurus, yes?
Yes. Yep. Taurus. Yeah. Taurus, whatever it is. But anyway, I was just like, I told her I want to start a business, and she is in the holistic field as well as just a trainer and just mindfulness. And I was just like, something with the moon. And so we came up with Mia Moon Creations on our drive to JMU. And so it just started after that.
Beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. I'm a Taurus also.
Oh, that's why we're friends.
Yeah. Yes. And our power stretch starts soon.
Yes. It's our season.
To those who don't know what a power stretch is, do you want to explain that to them?
I guess we're almost to Taurus season. We have a couple weeks left till Taurus season comes. And with the power stretch, when your sun sign is connected to the zodiac sign of, the season, that's when we're really in our power and things manifest, as well as sometimes we can have a little bit of destruction. So we want to be mindful and set our intentions, especially when we are in our powerful season. And again, your sun sign is your personality. Your moon sign deals with your emotions, your subconscious mind, and we're mostly our moon sign, just because we're mostly water. So my moon sign is Capricorn. So you got the business, success, stubbornness, and then the Pisces. Sorry, the rising sign or ascendant is the energy we give off or what people perceive of us. And so mine is Pisces. So I have that kind of mystic, calming presence. And then I have my earth to balance me out. So you can find this out. There's an app called Time Passages, or Google moon sign calculator, rising sign calculator, and you'll need your birth time, your birth city, and your birthday to figure that stuff out.
Ooh, and your power stretch starts 3 weeks before your birthday and ends 3 weeks after your birthday.
Okay, I didn't know that. See, I'm learning something.
Yes, and this is a great time if you're starting a new business or growing your business or making decisions about life. This is a perfect time. If you look back on past years and see when you accomplished so much, look around your power stretch time because it's magic.
Okay, I'm going to have to do that. Thank you.
Any other tips for everyone on their journeys that you might have?
Yes. I think all of us as a collective right now is to just know our individual path, our soul path, but also remember that we are the collective consciousness. So everything is connected. So, giving that compassion and grace and to have fun, people, I've got to meditate. I got to do this. Anything could be a meditation. For me, it's eating. It could be gardening. It could be yoga. It could be hanging out with friends. It could be reading. So find things that bring you your joy, and life will reward you for that. So, yeah.
And enjoy each one of those activities.
Yeah.
In fact, enjoy each little thing that you do. And it's not, Glenn Morshower corrected me on this. You don't have to do it. You
Right.
get to do it.
Yes.
I get to, and you'll be surprised that raises your frequency, and you do enjoy even the simplest things. Loading the dishwasher. You can do that. I get to load the dishwasher, and I'm satisfied when the counter's clear and everything's clean and shiny. And just these little small things are huge gifts to you.
Yes. Ooh, last thing real quick. So we have hand chakras. So if you rub your hands together and you set the intention, okay, I want to bring love to me. So everyone do this. And so then you spread your hands out and you start feeling your energy bubble, the tingling sensations, and you go bring it close and then out wide, or you can go in circles and maybe envision a color. So for love, let's say pink or green. And so once you feel that energy and it's enough for you, then place your hands right there on the center of your chest or wherever there needs to, love. And so that's energy healing and stuff like that. So that's just a tip everyone can do. So it could be things for manifestation, good energy, good vibes, but also for clearing and for healing. And so our hands are powerful.
Hi, Jake. Yes. And Patricia says, I get to love. And she loves, and we all love you, and we all love you, Mia. And thank you so much. And did you guys do that? Because the power that you feel is, it. It's amazing. It's not woo-woo. It's real.
Yes.
Think about that. Try that. We love you. Come back and see us next Wednesday at 7 p.m. for the Cynthia Manion Show. Please go to Mia Moon Creations and sign up for her YouTube, her website at www.miamooncreations.com. You can hear some more bowls playing there, and she is a gift. I'm so happy to know you and so happy to get to know more of you.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. It was great to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Love to all of you. Please stay on and go in the green room so we can chat afterwards. Thank you to all of our guests. Share it out and think about how you can be more mindful and more joyful.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.